Topped with cleaning solution and bleach. That is what a group of teens say a Dunkin' Donuts employee served them last night. And Fairfax County Police are now investigating. Kevin Lewis is live for us at the Oakton, Virginia store with that story. Kevin, what have you learned?
Well, Michelle, those teens entered this Dunkin' Donuts a handful of times yesterday evening asking the clerk for free donuts. The clerk, a young man himself, told those teens to come back later, and then when they did, he allegedly handed them a batch of donuts coated with a chemical solution. When the teens took a bite, they instantly tasted and smelled bleach. 911 was called. Paramedics responded, but none of the kids fell ill, thankfully. This Dunkin' Donuts does have a number of security cameras, which police will review to see if the attempted poisoning was caught on video. Detectives are investigating this case, but so far have not pressed charges. We did speak with a manager of a neighboring restaurant this afternoon. He says the victims had been loitering at this strip mall, shouting, banging on store windows, and tossing around trash.
These kids, I did see them last night, and they were rowdy. There were a bunch of them, like 12, 13, 14 of them, maybe 14, 15, 16 years old. They were making a lot of noise.
This is not common. It was a little bit more bizarre than the average case that we get, but definitely felt that it was something that the public should be made aware of right away.
Now, Dunkin' Donuts' district manager was out at this store earlier today. She refused to speak with us, and so we called the corporate office. But so far, it is staying quiet on this criminal investigation. We are live in Oakton, Virginia. I'm Kevin Lewis, ABC 7 News.
Kevin, thank you. We have now an update to a story that we've been following now for more than a year. The first plane to run without a drop of fuel has officially made its final stop and aviation history. The Solar Impulse 2 landed in Abu Dhabi this morning, the same place it took off from more than a year ago. The epic 25,000-mile journey marks the world's first round-the-world flight to be powered by the sun.
Wow. Speaking of the sun, the extreme heat is breaking records all around the world. In fact, the World Meteorological Organization has a committee looking into the 54 degrees Celsius reading that was recorded in Mitrabah, Kuwait. It happened just last Thursday, and if you're not into the whole Celsius Fahrenheit thing, that's 129 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. If it's validated, then it would be the hottest temperature ever recorded in the Eastern Hemisphere, kind of blowing out the Death Valley record back when, but that's pretty close. 129 degrees.
So anybody who complains, you tell them go to Kuwait.
You can go to Kuwait.
And they always say it's a dry heat, so it
doesn't matter. I always say preheat your oven to 129 and stick your head in there. Let me know how that works out for you.
Not so good. Hey, the heat humidity, it's out there again for this evening. It's back again tomorrow, but this weekend, finally, a little bit of a change on the way. So some relief in store for us as we move closer to the weekend. National Harbor right now, partly cloudy skies. If you have plans to head outdoors, dress comfortably. We are now at 96 degrees at Reagan National Airport. Temperatures across the area, 90 in Leesburg, lower 90s further south and west of us. Pool forecast for this evening, nice evening to go swimming. 85 to 90 degrees. May see a few showers well to the south of D.C., but really should not amount to a whole lot. Satellite radar looks like this right now. Shower activity around Harrisonburg, down towards Charlottesville. Nothing around the immediate metro. Tomorrow, lower 90s, partly cloudy, muggy, a stray storm, mainly during the afternoon hours. And then as we move into the upcoming weekend, the beach forecast leaving early on Friday. Temperatures around 87 degrees, middle 80s on Saturday. Chance for a few storms. Same on Sunday. Notice the surf temperatures now in the middle to upper 70s. Weekend outlook, if you plan on staying in town, around 90 on Saturday, upper 80s on Sunday. A mix of sun and clouds, and more importantly, not quite as humid, but a few thunderstorms are possible. Let's get a check on this afternoon's rush hour commute. Here's Jamie Sullivan.
A lot of issues we're dealing with, a lot of crashes, I should say. So 66 heading outbound. You see here that solid red line. We're in bumper to bumper delays because of this accident. Now everything has been moved over, now just blocking one lane, but because it did block quite a few lanes earlier, that's why this is so heavy, and you mix it in with the normal congestion. Outbound GW Parkway, almost a 4-mile backup getting to the Beltway. Crash right at Turkey Run. One lane is blocked, so only one lane right now getting by. We have traffic bumper to bumper as you continue closer towards the 270 spur. And then near Connecticut Avenue, we have that ramp to exit with only one lane getting by. So mainly we're talking this northwest corner from Virginia into Maryland that we are seeing a lot of problems popping up. As far as that heavy traffic, this just gives you a visual of how slow we actually are traveling along the Capitol Beltway. We'll keep an eye on all of these accidents for you, and we'll have more news coming up just after the break.
Not